We have charged a Calgary mother 2 years after an 11-month-old girl was brought to the Alberta Children's Hospital with a broken arm on Tuesday, March 13th of 2018. The child's injury was not consistent with with the story her mother told the doctors, so we were notified and we launched an investigation. Working closely with our partners at the Calgary Child Advocacy Centre, we learned that the girl's twin brother lived in the same home. A medical examination of him found that he had a fractured right ankle and multiple skull fractures. It is believed that the mother was the only caregiver for the children at the time of the incident, and no plausible explanation for the children's injuries have been provided. On Thursday, February 20th, we charged the mother with 1 count of aggravated assault relating to her daughter's broken arm. No charges have been laid yet in connection with the boy's injuries. Because the mother and children share the same last name, her name will not be released to protect the privacy of the victims. The investigation is ongoing, and we are asking anyone who knows this family and has information on this case to call our non-emergency line at 403-266-1234. Tips can also be left anonymously by contacting Crime Stoppers. Parents who are struggling to properly care for their children can access a number of resources by contacting 211 or HealthLink at 811. Parents who need support are encouraged to reach out for help, both for their own welfare and the safety of their child or children. Thank you.
Questions?
What took so long?
This was a very complex investigation, and they become a little bit more complex when we're dealing with children that are under the age of 2 typically, and they can't tell us a story or speak for themselves.
Was it the Children's Hospital that alerted police?
It was, yes.
How long were they living together? Was she the only caregiver for the entire 11 months before the incident, or was there somebody else involved? Or?
That's what forms part of our open investigation that we're hoping to obtain some more information about.
You had mentioned parents reaching out when they're struggling for proper care. Are you allowed to talk any more about the circumstances leading up to this and give us a bit more clarity on potentially what happened?
I can't, due to the one charge being before the courts, and the other information is still ongoing, so I can't comment on that.
Was there concerns with the living conditions of the home that they were in? Was there anything that you guys found when you guys went to the home? Did you investigate the home at all?
That all forms part of our criminal investigation that's before the courts.
Was the mom or the children on the radar of police or the ministry before this event?
I can say that the mom has no history with police.
You say no other charges have been laid yet. Does that mean that there's a chance that we may see a second set of charges?
I am hoping for additional information to come forward, and the injuries relating to the boy are still a very active investigation.
When was that medical examination done on the boy? Around the same time that the girl was brought into hospital?
Yeah, it was within the month.
Where are the children now?
The children are in a safe and loving home currently.
Were they taken to family or ministry care?
That's something to protect their privacy. I can't comment.
How are they doing now?
As far as the information I have there, everything is healed and they're doing very well.
Go ahead.
This is a pretty striking case in terms of the age of the victims and the injuries involved. Can you speak to that at all?
I don't. I can't speak to the specifics of what we were told and how we believe the injuries to have occurred. I'm certainly hoping that there's people out there that can provide us some more of that information.
Do you have any message out there just for parents or caregivers to make sure that this doesn't happen in the future? Any preventative measures here as well?
I'm really hoping that as a society and as a community that we continue to support each other and our friends and family. Raising children can be a stressful thing, so I encourage anyone to either reach out themselves, or if friends or family notice that somebody in their world needs some help, to access either 211 or 811, or contact the Child Advocacy Centre directly.
How soon after the Children's Hospital contact police did the investigation actually start?
We were notified immediately.
Was the child taken from the hospital into other care right away?
That I can't speak to.
How often do you deal with cases similar to this in terms of age and severity of injuries?
That's a hard statement to sort of pinpoint. We certainly have seen an increase in child abuse cases, which I hope is due to the fact that people are feeling more comfortable reaching out and speaking out when they find that something isn't quite right in the home.
Can you speak to that increase at all? In terms of a time frame, in terms of how much, like literally?
I can say that we're about 7 weeks into 2020, and the child abuse unit currently has 150 files just in 2020.
And can you compare that or quantify that to previous times? Like, is that
In 2019, our total was around 600.
why bring this case forward? Why this one to become more public?
I'm really hoping that, and I believe that there's people out there that have information that can help further this investigation.
Without identifying the mom, and I completely understand the reasoning behind it, how are the public going to know anymore to be able to come forward to you?
I believe that the information that's put forward in this media release, the people that do have that information and have that knowledge are going to know exactly what we're referring to.
Was the woman taken into custody, or is she in custody?
She is not in custody currently.
Were the children removed as soon as the investigation began?
I can't speak to the nature of them being or their location.
The only reason I'm asking is a lot of people would wonder, if you started an investigation nearly 2 years ago, were these children with their mother during the investigation? And I think people would be concerned.
The children have been in a safe location for quite some time.
And can you expand at all what you have been doing over the 2-year process, or what length of time it took to result in charges?
I can speak in general terms. This investigation in particular involved interviewing multiple witnesses, and these cases become very complex medically. So there's numerous medical records that need to be obtained and reviewed before we get to a point of charging.
This has to be a difficult one for you guys.
These ones are never never easy, especially when they're young kids. So we certainly, although it can take us some time to figure out, we want to make sure that we do our best to support the safety of these kids.
And I know that this had been asked, but is there any sort of time frame on when potential charges in terms of the case with the board could be brought forward?
I don't have an answer for that, no.
The mother doesn't have any other kids. These were her first son and daughters, right?
These were the only children in the home.
Children that she had.
Any other questions? And nothing else we can say about potential, just bigger picture, obviously the idea of our issues involving postpartum depression and getting that message pushing forward, is that any sort of link that we can potentially draw?
I don't have that specific information as a link. I would just say again in generalities, any mom, dad, parent, uncle, caregiver of children, please just reach out.
This wasn't this was a private home, right? This wasn't like a daycare facility or anything like that?
No daycare.
Do we know the age of the mom?
I'm not going to release that information just to protect the victim's identity.
Sorry guys, the light just went out. No, I think
I think we got what we need. Yeah.
It's all very dramatic, actually.
Lights.
Thank you.
Right.